Welcome everybody here once again from my side in another session. For last 2 days we've been discussing cloze tests which require grammar and vocabulary and context also. As per the tone of the passage, the flow of the passage, the theme of the passage, we have to answer those questions, and particularly considering all these sections. I hope we will continue that. Today's the third session. Would love to discuss some difficult ones. Not easy to moderate, but moderate to difficult ones. I hope you will pay attention to those difficult ones also, because all have been curated from PYQs of SSC, and for sure we come across difficult ones in examinations also. The board is taking so much time, I don't know. Just a sec. That's not the first slide. We go ahead now. Cloze test for CGL 2025, the easy ones, difficult ones, moderate ones also, mixed session. So that whatever be the level of examination, we will be ready for everything such. But before I start, let me mention that yes, we will work hard together. Start your success journey today with Oliveboard, because last year into CGL 2024, we have had pretty impressive results. Shubham Agrawal, the topper from Oliveboard, AIR1 and JSO. In CHSL also, all were from Oliveboard. Yep. So more than 6,500 plus selections. Their interviews are also there. You can watch them for strategy and guidance and such. Let's go straight, everyone. Yes, you can be a part of this Score Booster Batch 2.0 for CGL 2025 Tier 1, where we get 4,000 plus MCQs, 350 plus live sessions, super mock practice sessions, mock tests, PYQs, and everything such. And yes, can study with me only if you wish to have English only with me in this complete English batch from basic to advanced, foundation to advanced. Here we go. Have a look. Starting with the easy peasy one first. Welcome Mitali, good evening, namaskar. Isha, Utkarsh, good evening, brother. Nancy, Jai Janendra, Sandhya, Kajal, Saurav, good evening, brother. Let's go straight, everybody. Done? Welcome Harsh, Muskan, Radhe Radhe, Priya, Radhe Radhe. Whoa, Kirti qualified Union Bank LBO. Great. Great, Saurav. Say congratulations to her from my side too. I will definitely congratulate her. Welcome, Avinash. Nancy, no problem. Can skip it up. Nitesh and Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe. I hope done. Let's go through the questions. Sakshi, Radhe Radhe beta. Romans had developed a blank space for racing. They've developed a spoonful. Spoonful is a small amount. Mouthful, which is a small amount again. Drop off. We love that. I have interest in this, so I have developed some taste for that, liking for that, interest for that. Other options were trash. The blank space of the game are so excited. Um, Welcome, Bubbly. Good evening, beta. Feasible. Welcome. Taste for your classes. Thank you so much. Avinash. Champions won't run into chaos or confusion or even riots. I'll kill you. Not that way. So, reformers for racing need not have reformers. No problem. Campaigners, maybe, but later on in the passage, they are talking about spectators. That means the audience. And the audience, which can run into chaos, fight. I support CSK, you support RCB, he supports MI, he supports Delhi, and such. We may run into chaos or confusion or riots, and we are the campaigners. Spectators, we are the supporters, the fans, the audience. A better choice. Doubts welcome. No problem, brother. भारी mistake हो गया. राधे राधे सचिन भावना. Good evening, hey dear. Nancy, God bless you, beta. They may blank space into chaos. Absolutely. Remember this fixed preposition into a change in state. Translated into, converted into, transformed into, divided into, classified into, and such. So adapt, you actually adapt yourself to the situations or the circumstances. This is not, if I adapt myself, I won't be running into chaos and confusion and riots. Reshape, that's the same. Transfigure, that's the same. No, that audience may convert into chaos or confusion or fight. Excitement, the support for a team, for not the other one, may convert into chaos. Yep. Yes, Nitish, I can, brother. Okay, so we have two answers here, not the unanimous one. Track and stadium. I request all of you to pick one because one of these has to be the answer, not two. Everyone watching it live, look at the comment of Utkarsh. Only A stadium can hold up to 3,000 or 3 lakh spectators. Circuit cannot hold 3,85,000 spectators. Route, say car racing today, say horse racing today and such. That's the track. 3,85,000 people don't sit on the track, on the route, or on the circuit. They are the same. That racing track is called circuit. Buddha Circuit in Noida, I hope, the only one for F1 racing in India. यस अविनाश, इस टाइम बोलेंगे भारी गलती हो गया, पहले स्टेडियम ही था, चेंज करके ट्रैक कर लिया. एवरीवन, that is something we need in a close test. If I just look at this filler and try to answer just here, maybe I commit a mistake. But if I check the whole theme of the passage, I'm sure what they are talking about. I always say that. To be honest, I'm saying this in general. Whatever you put here, say in the second filler, must set theme for the third one, must carry forward what was mentioned in the first one. We can't insert anything from our own side. So that's the answer. Perfect, Utkarsh. The blank space in which the racing took place, Avinash. The preposition may help us if we look at this carefully. Everyone, in which, if you say circuit or route or track, racing takes place on the track, not in the track. Everyone, on track, on the way, not in the way. We can't get inside the track. On track. But we sit in a stadium. That's also helpful. Doubts welcome. Easiest. The blank space one was the circus. This could hold up to 85, 3,85,000, which shows the popularity. Roger that. Thank you, brother. Priya, no problem. If I say cricket, today, say 5 years ago, we had Eden Gardens, Kolkata, with a capacity of 80,000 people. Just 80,000. I won't say just. Now, Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, if I'm not wrong, with a capacity of some 1.25 or 20 lakh people. Such a large one. Imagine during or the past, Romans developed for chariot racing. The largest one was, not is, they are not talking about 2025 and such. 3,85,000. Unbelievable. Larger than, higher. We are not talking about the height, highest, not a mountain range it is, but yes, the large in terms of size. Next. Nitish, exactly, brother. Now level up. That was an easy peasy one to start with. Next. A Dawn Beauty Parlor. Great, Peter. Thank you. No problem, Priya. Okay, maybe a bit difficult, maybe. Answer carefully, I request you to. That doesn't mean it's difficult, but we shouldn't commit silly mistakes. So digital media, India, I'm sorry, can be the prime blank space behind making a reality of the government's promise of minimum government, maximum governance. We have a comment from Bhavna. Digital India is singular, so factors cannot be the answer. Presence of mind. I won't say, oh, she's so intelligent. Just presence of mind, everyone. You're just mentioning one thing. Digital India can be the prime. You're defining just one thing. How can just one thing be factors? That's what elimination is, everybody. You know it is there, but factor could have been the possibility. That's the prime factor behind this or that. That is just one thing, cannot be factors. Super presence of mind. Next, digital India is the prime might, power. Once upon a time, there was a mighty king behind making a reality of the government's promise. Thanks to you. Quick, quick, quick. We can't stay at the same place. Time is running, in examination particularly. Go ahead. Options the same, followable. These are the options for the first one. Everyone, feel this. If you want to make a reality of your promise, what do you need? I promised you something. I just want to make that promise real. I need to have what? I need to have that factor, the prime factor, not might. Might is not prime, nor is impact here. Need that intensity, audacity, some force, power in order to make that promise real. Yes, I repeat, everyone, in just one line. Factor could have been the most appropriate answer. That's the prime factor. But because of elimination, force is the next appropriate one. Doubts welcome. Impact is result. Yep, not the prime result of making a reality of the promise. If you were here yesterday, you can answer this easily. Even if you were not, the passage itself is defining. The tattoo one. Avinash. Now, brother, it wasn't made from my side. This is a PYQ one. Yes, but I agree. Factor must be correct. Saloni, thank you. The author is asking what he has already mentioned in the passage in the next line. Judge this. Such a transformation requires technology to be firmly blank space into government. Next line. Embedding blank space into government technology into government blank space. You are saying the same stuff again. And yesterday we had embedding tattoos into your flesh. Remember? Embed something into something, combine something that way. Software and technology that way. Insert, not physically, we are inserting technology into government. So that's not appropriate. Plant, we can't plant technology. Stick, nothing like an object which we can stick. Embed, integrate. Not just government, but the government with the help of technology, together with technology, can help us do this, or that. Objections, welcome. Join, combine, Mithali. Hmm. Integrate. Dinesh, good evening. Hey dear. Utkarsh, impressive. Ayush. Okay, now listen to me. I repeat, look at the cloze test completely, the racing track on which, fine, but even if I miss on which, in which, I can see they are talking about spectators, the largest one. Of course, they are talking about the stadium. Just by looking at the passage, what is mentioned later. Now feel this. Uh, 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 uh. Hmm. Whatever you put here says the government blank space will do not just one, three things that they are defining further. The first one, Avinash, transform the government and make it more transparent and efficient. That's not office. Change the government and make it more transparent and efficient. That's not an office. I won't say that's a detail also, can you? If I make something better, more transparent, more efficient, that's not detail. Next, three things. That's the first one. That's the second one. Transform the lives of citizens, especially those at the bottom of some pyramid. You have to transform the lives of people, especially at the bottom of the pyramid. Yes, I can say that hierarchy. For that second point only, I can say hierarchy. Hierarchy is the, what should I say, the order. Just like in a company, we have an hierarchy. Not everyone can talk to the, say, the CEO of the company. First of all, you talk to the clerk, say in a bank. Then you talk to, say, the assistant manager, then the zonal manager, regional manager, and such. Not for everything we can talk to the regional or the zonal manager. That's the hierarchy and order. So for the pyramid, we can say hierarchy. But transforming the government and making more transparent and efficient is not hierarchy. So I don't think so that should be the appropriate answer. Another one we have, and make our economy more efficient and competitive. All these are the processes. Can we say that? First process, we want to make the government more transparent and efficient. Second process, we wish to transform the lives of people, especially those at the bottom of the. And third one, another process to make the economy more efficient and competitive. All these are not offices, make the economy more competitive. They are not details, they are not the hierarchy. Hierarchy is just the second one, but we are talking about those three things, making processes a unanimous answer for all these three things. Doubts welcome. Welcome, brother. We have classes daily. Please stay connected. Please stay connected. You can watch the previous ones also, held yesterday, the previous day, and such. Most welcome. All the questions we are discussing today are from SSC's PYQs, but I have tried to put the difficult ones because for last 2 days we were discussing the easy to moderate ones. Renu, good evening, beta. No, classified is not the answer. Can we have another answer? If it has been denied, it is not the answer. Shikha. When you say proverb, proverb is something that everyone knows, that's a widely known proverb. All that glitters is not gold, a saying, an idiom that is widely known. Such a common line it is, all that glitters is not gold. We call that proverb. Another meaning of proverbial is common. So for the common people, let me show you straight. What was that? Proverbial pyramid. A pyramid, I think all of us have gone through pyramids. Top, bottom, and proverbial, the common pyramid, where we define strong, often dominant, are at the top, and the less influential are at the bottom. Defining a system where wealth or power is concentrated at the top, and you know this. Bhavna, exactly. The common people and that pyramid. Is that okay? Suraj, good evening. Hey dear. No, hypothetical will be opposite to the tone of the passage. Hypothetical, something on WhatsApp. It happened, nothing such happened. Any hypothesis where you just write something, base something without evidence. Ayush, most welcome, brother. But trust me, that was the answer considered by SSC also, and you have the reasoning behind that. Agree to what you say. But let me say something. If you say classified, just like we classify nouns into two categories, concrete noun, abstract noun. Government is not classifying rich or poor. Government is classifying the pyramid. It will be horrible then. That means the government is marking you are poor, you are a moderate one, you are rich, and such. It will be in the passive tone, classified. That means someone has classified that pyramid. Can you feel this? Done? Let's go ahead. Your objections are always welcome. Always, everyone. If you say classified, the government has classified the pyramid. Nobody has. Mythical, based on false beliefs, no, but really it happens. The rich are privileged, the downtrodden, the poor are not. Proverbial, not in that proverb sense, but this hierarchical one. Hypothetical, we are not talking about fake things. Last. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, brother, Utkarsh. We are not aware of every colloquial word, just like pay attention, although we don't pay anything. Sound, sleep, and such. Sorry. Saloni, thanks a lot for being here. So to you, Utkarsh. Everyone. The passage is not saying we have technology, but not pretty much. We need to enhance it. We need to increase it. Is the passage saying this? The passage actually mentioned we can transform digital India. We can make this reality of this promise. That's just a promise yet. We wish to make that a reality. The transformation, it hasn't been changed yet. We are going to change. We are willing to change it. But it requires technology to be integrated into government. So technology hasn't been integrated as per the passage into the government. You enhance something which is already there, but you need to improve that. But it's already there. Personality development and such. But we don't have technology. The passage is saying we need to embed technology into government. That means we need to anticipate, see something coming. Fine, not a wrong word, but not that strong a one. Monitor, we haven't integrated technology yet. We can adapt. I hope okay. You adapt yourself to the situations. So in order to transform digital India, make this promise a reality, we need to adapt to this. Objections? Welcome. Next. Exactly, brother. We need to, superb. You have used a keyword which will be beneficial for all of us. So listen, everyone. Thank you, Ayush. At large scale, we need to increase this. No, at large scale, we need to adapt or adopt also. Both ways it is going to be fine. Superb. I repeat, all are from SSC's PYQs, but curated in an order. We started with the easy ones, then difficult, then moderate, and now difficult ones. The first one. Those who are not aware of the meaning of the word savvy, SAVVY, I'm not saying in a negative manner, please. Do remember, because we are living in a world of technology, you are able to access this class only if you have a mobile or a laptop or a tablet in your hand. So we need to be technically savvy. That means knowledge, that means experience, understanding the wisdom of technology. Savvy is such a common word every single day we have to use or we come across. No, Priya, hinder is a negative word. And someone putting insights here, elimination. See, modern day student is extremely with technology. They do read quite a bit because of social media. That means they are using social media. So they are plus with technology, not minus with technology. Would you say disconnected? If I am disconnected with technology, I don't have a mobile phone or smartphone, how can I use technical or say social media? Hindered. Hinder is to stop. If I stop technology, I can't access social media. Dreary, horrible. If I fear technology, I won't be able to access or read through the help of social media. Only if I understand technology, if I have the knowledge how to use a mobile phone and such, I can use social media. Hmm. Other options are out of context and totally negative as per the tone of the passage. Yes, Priya, technical knowledge, I would say. The easiest of the lot, their writing skills, they do write blank space affinity, what my, your, his, they are. You do not need a subject and a verb there. You just need the possessive adjective. You don't have a conjunction to add a sentence now. Their, come on. Their, not the adverb of place. Their writing skills, students. They write, showing the possessive adjective form there. However, now the tone is changing. However, one skill that has been blank space affected is listening skills. Welcome, brother. Good evening. Bhavna, you are not wrong. That is also correct. But when you say whole, WHOLE, that means, oh, camera went off. No problem. 5 seconds, please. I can't even draw now. So let me change the battery first. 5 seconds, please. Yes, Bhavna. If we say holistically, that's the adverb form of whole. That means considering every single point and detail and such. And here we are not talking about many things like we complete a project holistically. We think about a policy holistically because it may have some pros, may have some cons. We have to consider all of them. But here they are just talking about one skill. So whole will not be that appropriate. Daily affected, through is a preposition. In order to modify a verb, you just need to have an adverb. Thoroughly, completely, exactly, completely affected. Let me mark the meaning of holistically from dictionary. Holistic approach, I'm sure you have come across. In a way that is characterized by the belief that the parts of something are intimately connected and explicable only by reference to the whole, in a way that treats the whole, taking into account every factor rather than just one, which was not required there. So thoroughly considering everything. Dinesh, they are different. Savvy is the one who has knowledge. Savior, the one who can save. Saloni, thanks a lot. Again and again, I would love to say that. In the passage, they have marked passive listeners. One, just a sec. What has happened? Yes. In the passage, they have said passive listeners. So I may click passive listeners. But thanks for the presence of mind. Here, you are not putting an adjective before. Here, you have put an adjective. They are poor. That means the negativity is already there. If you say poor passive, that means they are good active. But we are willing to mention one thing is that is affected is listening skills. They are poor listeners. Yes, they are poor active listeners. They are not active, they are poor active listeners. No distinction here, no demonstration here. If this issue is not addressed, we may be heading towards people across the globe with poor skills of listening and a huge number of passive listeners. Researchers say that listening is the prime ingredient for empathy, and the whole world will be in extreme poverty in terms of the number of blank space on the planet. Easier once again. Poor and passive will become double negative. Bhavna. Of course, when we are talking about empathy, the only choice I can pick. Sympathizer, not bad. Empathizer, not bad. We are not talking about donating. We are not talking about the character of people here, either this or that. The author has talked about, listening is the prime ingredient for empathy, not for sympathy. So for empathy, we will say empathizers. Had he said sympathy, would have taken sympathizers into consideration. Thank you. Another one. This is horrible. Have a look, to be honest, in detail. Yes, they are synonyms, but they have a different meaning. Sympathy. Oh, I came across a poor person. I gave him 100 rupees. Done. You are not thinking about him right now. What he has been through. What does he do daily? You can't think about that. You just gave him 100 rupees and your job is done. That's sympathy. I felt bad. I gave him 100 rupees. But if I'm still thinking about him, what does he do daily? How he manages his life? What about the relatives? Does he have proper food on time and such? Oh my God, how he manages all these things. That's empathy. Feeling stronger than sympathy is empathy. I repeat, empathy is a more strong word than sympathy. Welcome, Vandana. Good morning. Hey, dear. Mm. Sympathy, empathy, apathy, no feeling at all, and antipathy, hatred, telepathy also. Answer carefully. I am saying this is difficult. If writers only dared to dare, हिम्मत करने की हिम्मत की होती, तो a name of a writer or a name of a writer of the novel could exist. Because the novel is blank space, the history of manners. Saloni, I'm not saying your answer is wrong, but I request you to have a look again. Avinash, no, brother. No, 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 no. Let me show you in the close test. If writers only dare a Shakespeare, a Milton, such a person, talking about his traits, qualities, and such, of the novel could exist. Because, see, you can drop the first line. The novel is blank space. If you put a positive, we'll check the theme. If you put a negative, we'll check the theme. The history of manners turned into a story and a play, as history itself is enough. Next line. There is no other definition than this. There is no other information than this. There is no other value advice than this. That novel clocks its manners, characters, while the other, history, this and that. You are just saying history and novels are somehow connected to each other. History of manners. History of manners. Novel is blank space, the history of manners. History names this and that. And novel, manners. So it is. We can't stop or skip it. Optionally, no, it has. Needlessly, no negativity. Unnecessarily, three options are negative, just one positive option. Essentially, for sure, because the next line says, Avinash, no problem. That's the only session now on closed tests. We'll have later then. So, putting some difficult ones also. No problem, brother. Nancy, essentially, as history itself is enough. History itself often enough. And there is no other blank space than this. Nah, brother. Nah, Avinash. Muskan. The passage is somehow saying novel is the history. Novel is history. This way, that way. And there is no other definition than this. There is no other difference. They are the same, only this and this. There is only one difference, no other difference. Need not be practical, pragmatic. There is no other matter. Are we studying chemistry? Sample, chemistry again? No sample here. Definition here. Difference here between history and novel. Adverb, taking inversion. As is history enough. So is history enough. Adverb. Nana, Rocco, that's adverb taking inversion. As you sow, so shall you reap. You are smart, so am I. Obviously, if you try to hide something, you can just hide it beside. Probably not. Around? Probably not. Among? Probably not. Under? Remember under the table to bribe someone? Have something under one's sleeve. Have another plan. And disguise, willing to hide it, obviously under this or that. We have another word, clock, which is to hide also. Subab. Novel clocks its manners under the disguise of characters, while the other history, blank space. Bhavna, not to judge you ever. I don't judge anyone ever. But may I ask how? For clarity. I don't know the meaning of strangulate. I can answer with the help of elimination. Quick, may I know the reason behind it? Yes, the answer is provide, but how? This is to strangle, kill someone, gala घोंट कर मार देना, strangle. Throttle, stifle, quick. Nobody has the description. Array, so easy. You are marking a difference. I and my brother have just one difference. I do this, he does this. You are showing the difference. And the difference is, Bhavna, we can answer easily. Novel hides under disguise. If you hide something, then the opposite is going to be show. History shows, mentions, defines, provides. Novel hides, history shows. That's it. Last. And all were negative. Negate, no. Shows, because negate was there, hiding in disguise. Remove, no. Kill, no. Last but not the least. I hide it while my brother provides. Ah, I wish it were possible, Arun. Yes, mention and such. This is the last one. We leave then. See you on Saturday at 6 p.m. everyone. No, imbibe is not the answer. Imbibe is to drink pretty much or grab knowledge pretty much. May I say something in simplest words possible from my side? You are talking about a novel in the passage, you are talking about history in the passage. If I define history, say what Akbar did, I'll state clearly. I cannot make anything from my side. If I say Lakshmi Bai, if I say Nehru ji, if I say Gandhi ji, what they did in history, if I say Bhagat Singh or anyone such, I will definitely define the name. History provides names, addresses, Jallianwala Bagh and such. I will define what is there straight. He did this, he fought bravely, he got martyred, such. When it comes to novels, we don't name, we invent characters. I'm sure you have gone through a novel in your life. We don't name clearly, we don't have precise information, we invent characters. And if you have been through a novel, if you have read a novel in your life, you know they're defined so clearly. Bhavna, they adorn. सुसज्जित करते हैं. He chuckled. He smiled. He laughed. They use precise words for the expressions, for the gestures, for postures, for everything such. Haven't you? If you have read a novel in your life, you know they define things so precisely. So history defines everything straight, but a novel goes deeper than history. It defines things quite clearly, more than what history does. You invent characters there. Bargain. We are not talking about money or bargaining here. Listens, novel listens. Listen to. Imbibe, novel grabs. Not bad, but probes. That means investigates the situation, the characters, their gestures, their postures, their laughter, their sleeping style, the type of their hair, the type of their skin, the way he said that. Angrily, he said this and that. Done. In depth. Exactly. Explaining in depth. That's what a novel does. That's it. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for being here. Would love to see you pretty soon on Saturday at 6 p.m. in the special classes. Thank you so much. Do have a look. Would love to see you in a special class. Mine at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Set the alarm. Would love to see you for such interesting questions and what should I say, content from my side. Okay, see you at 6 p.m. this Saturday, every Saturday I would say, and bye bye, take care, be safe. Thanks a lot. I'm a part of banking also, if you are willing to be, or your friends are there, to inform them. Can catch me in the evening at 5 in the new Score Booster course 2.0 and at 6 p.m. for the banking here pretty soon. Thank you. I hope I was able to give you insights, details, how to attempt a cloze test, how to pick options, how to eliminate options. अरुण अविनाश, तो वही तो देखा होगा, हर चीज को एक एक बारीकी से समझाते हैं नोवेल्स में. हिस्ट्री में नहीं दिखाना कि रानी लक्ष्मीबाई क्या पहने थी, भगत सिंह ने क्या ओढ़ा हुआ था, पर नोवेल दिखाती हैं सब चीजें. थैंक यू मुस्कान, भावना, ईशा, मिताली, बबली, संध्या, Arun, Saloni, Sakshi, Radhe Radhe. Muskan, no problem, beta. There was so much to learn today. Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much. Nancy, thanks a lot. Above my level. No problem. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Renu, Avinash, thanks a lot, brother. Questions were just wow. Thank you so much, brother. Thanks a lot for the encouragement and support. Radhe Radhe, Yashwanti, Dinesh, Kajal, Aman, Utkarsh. Thank you so much, brother. Okay? See you, everyone, at 6 on Saturday. See you. Thank you.